Hi, good evening, sir. I am Minchus John Biklantang from BIT 1C, and now I will report my reporting to you. Uh, my topic is all about electrical machines, DC generators. So, first, um, general characteristics and rating. So, first we have a power factor or PF. It measures the efficiency of converting electrical power into useful work. So, calculated as the ratio of real power uh, for cos pi. And next, we have efficiency, the ratio of output power to input power. It indicates how effectively the machine converts energy between electrical and mechanical forms. So, next, we have voltage regulation. So, the ability of a generator to maintain a constant terminal voltage despite changes in load conditions. So, think of these three ratings as the report card. So, for your electrical equipment, power factor tells you how much of the electricity you're paying for is actually doing useful work. So, if it's low, you're pulling extra current from the grid just to magnetize the machine without getting any extra power out of it. So, efficiency is your measurement of waste. So, it shows how much energy is lost as heat or friction during the conversion process. So, a higher number means lower electricity bills for you. So, finally, we have voltage. So, voltage regulation is all about how steady your power stays. So, if you turn on a heavy machine and your light flicker or the voltage drop, so that's poor regulation also. So, good regulation means your equipment gets a consistent, safe voltage no matter how much of a load you put on it. So, next, we have frequency. So, the rating of the power supply measured in hertz. And next we have voltage rating. So, specifies the maximum voltage at which the device can operate safely and efficiently. So, next we have current rating. So, indicates the maximum current the machine can handle at specific voltage for normal operation. So, next we have also cooling mechanism. Essential system used to dissipate heat and ensure long-term reliability. So, this retains as the safety boundaries for your equipment to prevent damage or failure. So, frequency tells you the speed of the power supply or cycle. That's why we call it hertz. So, which must match your machine to keep it running at the correct timing. So, voltage also and current ratings are your do not exceed limit. So, the voltage rating ensures the machine operates safety without frying the electronics. So, while the current rating tells you the maximum flow it can handle during normal use. So, finally, we have cooling mechanism. So, it's the machine's life support system working to get rid of excess heat so the hardware doesn't overheat and break down over time. So next, we have stator and rotor. So the stationary and rotating components of the machine. Next, we have windings, coils that determine the machine's voltage and current characteristics. So next, we have bearings, support the rotating shaft and reduce friction for smooth operation. Lastly, we have shaft, a high-strength steel component that connects to the prime mover, turbine or engine. So, electric machines are built around four primary components that work in tandem to convert energy. So, the stator and rotor form the core, acting as the stationary housing and the internal rotating part. So, respectively. So, within this, the windings or conductive coils are responsible for establishing the specific voltage and current level. So, to ensure the machine runs efficiently, a high-strength steel shaft connects the unit to an external power source, so like a turbine, while bearing supports that shaft to minimize friction and wear. So next we have the working principle, sorry. So first we have Faraday's law. DC generator operates on the principle of electromagnetic induction. So the process is the armature rotates within a magnetic field. So an electromotive force or EMF is induced in the conductor. So commutation. So the commutator rectifies the internal alternating current or AC into an unidirectional direct current or DC output. So we have classification of DC generator. So separately excited. So windings are powered by an external DC source. So ideal for lab testing. We have self-excited or excited. I don't know. Field windings are powered by the generator's own output. Next, we have shunt wound. So we have the meaning of this is parallel connection, and series wound, series connection. So compound wound, combine parallel and series connection. Next, shunt wound DC generator. So operation uses residual magnetism. To start, the field is connected in parallel with the armature. So the advantage of this is good voltage regulation, relatively constant speed, and application is the battery charging and lighting system. Next, we have series wound DC generator. So the operation of this is the entire load current flows through the field winding. So the key features is high starting torque, output value, voltage increases as the load increases. So the application of this is traction system, locomotives, cranes, and hoist. Next, we have compound wound DC generator. So the balancing act or combine shunt and series windings to get the best of both worlds. So the function of this is the shunt parts provides a steady base voltage. So the series part boosts the field to counteract voltage drops under heavy load. So the result is very stable output voltage across a wide range of conditions. So next, we have introduction to electrical machine. So definition. So electrical machines are devices that convert energy between mechanical and electrical form or change voltage levels. So generators, mechanical to electrical energy. The motors is electrical to mechanical energy, and the transformer is change voltage current levels AC. So the key performance ratings, so efficiency, ratio of output power to input power, so voltage regulation, ability to maintain constant voltage under load. The power factor or PF is the ratio of real power to apparent power. So fundamental principle or Faraday's law. So electromagnetic induction. So the operation of all rotating electrical machines is based on Faraday's law. Next, we have construction of DC machine. A DC generator motors consists of several critical components. So first, we have yoke. The outer frame provides mechanical support and a path for magnetic flux. Next, we have pulse and field windings, create the necessary magnetic field. And next is armature core, laminated silicon to steel to reduce AD current losses. So commutator, the mechanical rectifier that converts AC induced in the winding to DC output. So lastly, we have brushes, carbon graphite blocks that conduct current from the rotating commutator to the external circuit. So next, we have a working principle of DC generators. So rotation, a prime mover or turbine or engine. So it rotates the armature shaft. From the word rotate, rotation, makita dyan na to nga, it focuses on rotate. So next, we have flux cutting. Armature conductors cut the magnetic flux produced by field windings. Next, we have EMF induction. An alternating EMF is generated in conductors. Faraday's law. Rectification, the commutator and brushes convert the internal AC into an unidirectional DC for the external load. So next, we have generators are classified by how their field windings are excited. Separately excited. Field windings are powered by an external DC source. Use case, precision laboratory testing and specialized control. Next is self-excited. Excited field windings are powered by generators' own output. Relies on residual magnetism in the pool to start the process. So DC generators are primarily categorized by how their field windings receive electrical power to create magnetic field. So separately excited generators use an independent external DC power source, so making them ideal for high precision laboratory work where stable control is necessary. Conversely, self-excited generators use their own electrical output to power the windings, so these rely on residual magnetism, so already present in the machine's pool to start the generator process without an outside battery. So next, we have self-excited types. So we have shunt and series. So shunt wood or parallel connection field windings is in parallel with the armature. So characteristic, excellent voltage regulation, constant speed, and application is battery charging and lightning. So series wound also, connection field winding is in series with the armature. So characteristics is voltage increases with load, high starting torque. Application, locomotive, trams, and cranes. So this is classified by how their field windings are energized. So separately excited generator use an external DC source for power, so providing the precise control needed for laboratory testing. In contrast, self-excited generators use their own output and residual magnetism to operate, appearing in two configurations: shunt wood, where the field winding is in parallel to provide constant voltage for battery charging, and series wound, where the winding is in series to produce the high starting torque required for heavy machinery like locomotives and cranes. Next, we have compound wound DC generators. So the best of both worlds. So uh, construction contains both shunt and series field windings. Operation: shunt field provides a stable base voltage. Series field strengthens the field as load increases to counteract internal voltage drop. So result: maintains a very stable output voltage across a wide range of load. Uh, so as you can see, either through an external source separately excited or using the generator's own output via residual magnetism or self-excited generators are further divided by their winding connection. So shunt wood generators use a parallel connection to maintain a constant voltage for tasks like battery charging, while series wound generator use a series connection to provide the high torque needed for locomotives or cranes. So for the most demanding application, compound wood generators is combine both shunt and series winding to provide a stable base voltage that automatically strengthens under load, ensuring a consistent output across a wide range of uses. Next, it's a so next is overview of electric motors. So the industry uses a vast variety of motors depending on the application. So high precision, stepper servo, and piezoelectrical motors. Piezoelectric motors. So industrial power, easy induction, single and three phase, synchronous motors. So specialized magnetic levitation, linear DC, and hysteresis motors. So Delitech brushless DC BLDC for electronics, and in-wheel motors for ERBs. Lastly, we have summary of transformers. Transformer change AC voltage level through mutual induction. Step up increases voltage power plants. Step down decreases voltage residential use. Specialty types isolation for safety, noise decoupling, and instrument CTPT for measuring high current and voltages. Toroidal compound and efficient for electronics. So that's all, and I hope you learned something from me, sir. I am Inchos Jampik Lantang, and I am from BIT 1C. Thank you.